What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. Satoransky passes to Parker. Shot clock at 6. And Parker throws it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Satoransky. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Covered by Satoransky. Satoransky with the steal. Here we go. From deep. And he buries his first look.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Here's Osman. There's the triple. That one is off.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Satoransky shot is off. On offense, here is Athens. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Osman. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
The 3. It's hauled in by Fall. It's tipped. Drains the triple. He has 6.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
In the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The 3 ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Hits the 3-pointer.
No defender within 5 feet of him. Just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Pass to Metu.
Athens foul call. Cedi Osman. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that one drops for him. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
To the right side. There's a screen by Metu. Count it.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
From the high post. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And he jams it home with authority.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Parker. Fires the three, and he hits the jumper. 14 points for him.
Had momentum going toward the bucket. Nice leaner.
And again, it's Athens with a three.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
He got it up. He can't hit that time. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Athens. They're up by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Athens.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for Athens. And here's Grant from the arc. The shot off that time. Outside, Anderson gets the three to fall.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Grant outside. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Nunn. 6 to shoot. The offensive rebound. From the arc. No good. Nunn's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. He's covered by Grant. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Athens leading by 3. There's the three. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Misses the wing three. On offense, here is Athens. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. The shot no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Grant with a steal. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. Kick out to Brown. Here's the 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Grant, the pass to Brown. Back to Grant. Here's Vesely. He's covered by Grant. To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Nunn defends. Here's Anderson. And that misses. That would have put him up. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland.
2 minutes.
Outside Nunn. Grant against Anderson. Grant left side to win the drought. Tipped. Pass to Nunn. Off the left rim and out.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Up top, Anderson. for three, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. He buries it from 3. Nunn's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Pass to Brown. This one for 3. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Here's Vesely. Out to the right wing. It's Anderson on the wing. He's covered by Grant. Good on the shot. Anderson's got 8. Athens trails by 4. On the wing, Grant. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Athens leading by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie?
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high. And that'll do it for us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
The home team on D. A 3 off the inbound. It's hauled in by Fall. And for Athens, pass to Parker. From outside the arc, knocks it down from distance. Parker's gotten his second bucket of the game. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
The long distance 3 is buried.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Puts up a deep 3. Osman, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Poke loose. All by himself. Launches it. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to your 7. Osman on the wing. Launches the 3. Osman on the wing. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. He's got 12.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And that one's on target from the wing. Osman's got 5. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. it home from three-point land.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Lets it go from deep. Offensive board. Out to the right wing. The three is up. The shot, no good. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Out to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Athens trails by 3. There's a screen. Fade away. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
.116 left to play in the third quarter. Connects from downtown. He's got 15.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Here's Saturansky. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Osman on the wing. He's got 5. Knocks down the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Osman's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Pass to Metu. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds now. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Here's Osman. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. Yurtseven passes to Hernan Gomez. Goes back up. Back to Yurtseven. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parker.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And so it's Athens closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They've built this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Chemezi Metu, and it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Grant from the arc. That shot, no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
From deep three-point land, Anderson pulls it down. Three-pointer, no good. Athens leading by 7. Pass to Nunn. Brown scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Inside. Grant outside. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall.
Boy, he can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Knocks down the long J.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. From downtown, buries it from 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. Doesn't go for him.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And and they take the lead. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Grant outside. From deep three-point land. They get it back. The kick out to Nunn. The three ball. And he can't get that one.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
First team foul.
And Athens making a change here. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Over to the wing. Here's Vesely. Here's Satoransky. Kept alive. Outside, Anderson. From the arc. No good there. Can they get it? Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
From outside, off the mark. On offense, here is Athens. They lead by 1. A quick shot there. It's off target. Puts up a 3. Fires in the triple.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario, what a sequence.
That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Releases. Great tee that time from Satoransky. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. He's got 25. It's Athens with a 3.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one. You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
In transition, here they come. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Covered by Satoransky. It's good from beyond the arc.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Oh, the trifecta!
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Home team, number 20.
It's stolen away. Nunn defends.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
And Athens calls time here. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. What a performance they have here at home.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Garuba in at the force position. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Fall. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. So it's the visitors now. It's a 5-point game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Now, here's Satoransky. Not a lot of room. Here he goes. Rebound by Tavares. Here's Musa. Fires the three. The rebound by Madrid. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Parker.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
That one from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Musa's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Here's Garuba. Hits it from three-point range.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Satoransky. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pulls up. It doesn't go for him.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Deck, covered by Parker. Fires from the corner. Nice jump shot. Good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Medu can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's Garuba. Here's Campazzo. 5 to shoot. Tavares passes to Campazzo. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Satoransky. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Musa passes to Garuba. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Parker outside. A 3. Drills the three-pointer. Parker's got 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Musa. Satoransky covering. From 15 feet away. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
1:16 left in the first quarter. Fades. Rebound by Tavares.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Shot clock at 6. Here's Campazzo. Connects from three-point range.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
35 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Madrid. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Ibaka. And here is Hazonia. Here's Huey. Just 5 on the clock. And Ibaka kicks to Hazonia. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Leading by just 2. We've got more in store for you. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
To the right side. Ibaka looking for an opening. Pass to Hazonia. It's deflected. Fast break. Here we go. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Assisted.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Abrinas. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here's Azania. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
Anderson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Out to Ibaka. Three-pointer. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. He takes it in, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Second
On
team
Thursday,
foul.
and then on Monday.
At the line for 2, Grizli.
And the first one drops. Vesely hits them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Out to the right wing. Ibaka for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Ibaka's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Out to the right wing. A 3 ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Abrinas has got 5.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Pass to Anderson. Puts up a deep 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Out to Ibaka. 4 on the clock. Nailed from three-point land. Ibaka's got his second basket of the game.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Count that one. A tight game here in Cleveland. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Back to Anderson. Launches it. It's not going to go for him.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Vesely passes to Laprovitola.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in. He's got to be careful at third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Team foul.
With the teardrop, he takes it up and plays it in. He's got 6.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Drives to the hoop. Out to Ibaka. From past the arc. 6 on the shot clock. Finished off by Hazonia.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
First free throw is good.
Number 8. Taking 2.
And so he hits both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
They set the pick. For the three, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
And here's Anderson from the arc. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
First personal foul, second team foul. Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left to play in the first half. Musa passes to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Clock is at 3. Pass to Garuba. Baseline try. Tavares.
Players under video review under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
You have to wait before heading to the locker room.
The shot.
Bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, some might say, hey, can we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And that concludes halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. They've got Fall. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the points. And he drives in. That gives them the lead. Campazzo's got 5 points so far.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And it's Campazzo in at the point guard position. Man showing some terrific range. He's got 5.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Garuba. There's a screen. Here's Deck, covered by Parker. 6 to shoot. Deck passes to Garuba. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Deck. Satoransky covering. They get it back. It's good on the putback. Garuba's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Fades away. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Pass to Musa. They set the pick. Lets it go with the 3. They get it again to the wing right side. Deck sinks the three-pointer. Deck's got his second bucket.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Fall. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Garuba. 8 points for him. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Deck. Garuba the pass to Deck. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Deck's got 7 points.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
It's good from long range.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
They set the pick. All alone. Musa can't hit.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pass to Satoransky. And it's all evened up. 11 points in the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Musa. Satoransky covering. Tavares. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Screened by Parker. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
They set the screen. .54 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Musa. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Here's Fall. Here's the break. Here's Campazzo. The good-looking shot from the wing. Campazzo's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Both good from the line that time.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left to play here in the third. There's the pick. Here's Azania. That 3 off the mark. Got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. They're up by... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely in at the 5 down low. Here's Huey. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Vesely. Pass to Abrinas. Here's Huey. Hazonia on the wing. There's the pick. Hands it from downtown.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
At 6. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution for the away team. Usman Garuba.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Musa can't hit.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. A 3 from Anderson. Good on the triple.
the defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Garuba's shot is off. Pass to Vesely. And Vesely slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Home team foul. Roughly people. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming off the floor for your home team, number 0.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Garuba. Anderson outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 14.
There's the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. They now take the lead.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision and it paid off.
Pass to Musa. Screened by Ibaka. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Just 5 on the clock. A three from Anderson. A rebound by Hazanya. Anderson's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Ibaka outside. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Musa. Back to Ibaka. Good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Screen by Ibaka. Pass to depth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so they get the victory here at home. What a show.
And welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Garuba. Plenty of space. And it's good for 2.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Osman. Launches it from deep. And there's the screen. Let's go with a 3. And the three-pointer goes.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Musa. Pass to Campazzo. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Osman. On offense, here is Athens. From deep. He's off on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. It's stolen. Here's the break. Here's 7. Passes to Hernan Gomez. The 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Osman. Sinks the tray.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And stolen by Nunn. And here's the fast break. From outside the arc. And Hazonia pulls it down. Here's Musa. On target from range.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Sinks it from distance. He has 6.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
Osman on the wing. Here's 7 down low. Six to shoot. Drills it from deep.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Musa. Nunn defends to the left wing. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Here's Nunn. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. For 3. Not going to go that time. Here's Campazzo. No points yet. Pass to Garuba. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Athens. A minute 9 left in the first quarter of the game. Hey, here's none for three. First shot won't go. Here's Musa. Here's Campazzo. There's a screen from Garuba. Pass to Musa. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. Garuba's got his second basket on the night.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Osman. Outside none. Here's the three. Pure from three-point range.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. None defends. Here's Garuba. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. Osman on the wing. Now none. The fader. And that's not gonna go. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. They lead by a bucket. And back it up. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there. Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
No good with the triple. On offense, here is Athens. Trailing by 2. Here's Osman. Connects from downtown. Osman's got 6.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Right wing. Tipped. The three. That shot off. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
Personal foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Athens.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance. So knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Puts it up. It's hauled in by Athens.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Off the mark there with a three. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. 4-3. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Takes the three. On target from range.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And the shot goes in. On offense, here is Athens. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. This is the corner three. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
There's the triple. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Athens foul call. Brown. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Defended by Brown. Ibaka with a screen on Brown. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
No good on the three. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. Trailing by 2. They get it again. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Athens shooting their first free throw of the night. 1:41 left in the first half of this one. Sinks it from distance. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Buries it from 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Screen by Deck. Shoots. That's good on the jumper.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Stripped it away. It's a one-on-one situation. The quick look, no good that time. Brown passes to Grant. They set the screen. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
To the middle. To the left side wing. And here's Ibaka. Still without a bucket. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Deck with a rebound.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Screen by Deck. Here's Ibaka. And he dumps it down right as the buzzer sounded. Wow!
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, heck, settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jetty Osman out there with Omer Yurtseven. And it's Nunn in at the 2 guard. There's the 3. Hits the 3-pointer. He's got 9. We've got Usman Garuba. And it's Hazonia in at the 3 slot. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Nunn with it. Pass to Osman. And here's Hernan Gomez. They set a pick. Now here's Yurtseven. Just 4 to shoot. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. Here's Hernan Gomez. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. And now it's a 6-point Athens lead.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Hazonia.
It'll be a turnover. Athens ball.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Nunn. You're 7 a screen. There's the triple. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Here's Garuba. Here's the pick. To halt the run. Knocks it down from distance. Garuba's got 8. Athens leading by 6. You're 7 a screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Musa.
Away team foul. Campazzo. First personal foul.
Outside none. There's the 3. It's not going to go for him.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Musa, good.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. He's got 9.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Chalk up 2 there.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to none.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Garuba passes to Campazzo. From the arc. Drills it from deep. Campazzo's got his first 3 points of the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here at 7, passes to none.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Garuba passes to Campazzo. Back to Garuba. 4-3. It's hauled in by Athens. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. You're 7 a screen. The 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Pass to Campazzo. And stolen by none. And here they come. There's 38 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Back to your 7. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one.
Over your 7. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Garuba. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurt 7's got his 6th rebound on the night. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Hazonia. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Athens. They're up by. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pass to Ibaka. from behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Takes a three. Gets the three to fall.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And for Athens, defended by Brown. Now here's Ibaka. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Releases. The open J off the mark. Pass to Deck. Defended by Brown. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Athens leading by 9. Now you're at 7. That's Ibaka defending. You're at 7. Passes to Brown. You're at 7, a screen. To the inside. Ibaka with a steal. And here comes the break. He launches a 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's Athens with it. He shoots it. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Brown with the steal. The 3 ball. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Athens.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Pass to Graham. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. 3-pointer off the mark. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
He's covered by Grant. Pass to Deck. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
That's Ibaka defending. A deep 3. Shot is off. He's 5 for 12. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Athens leading by 14. Grant outside. He's covered by Grant. Hits the trifecta.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Outside, Brown. 55 seconds left in the fourth. Clock at 6. The 3. This one for 3. And another miss by Athens.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
He's covered by Grant. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Fires from way outside. No good. And And so it's Athens winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra.
It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Fall's out there with Medu. Then there's Parker. And it's Sadaransky in at the point guard position. The shot. Fall with the rebound. Here's Medu. Pass to Parker. Out left to the wing. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was sweet.
And it's Osman missing. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Lets the three fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Sadaransky. Tight defense on him. Parker against Hernan Gomez. Shoots a fader. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And it's Osman missing. Here's Medu. Misses the three.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
No good from Hernan Gomez.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
They grab their own miss. Full. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the three off target. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. From the arc. And he's good on the three ball.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 8.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
There's Lucas. Another 3 for Athens.
Guess decided he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Medu. Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. And it's Osman with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
There's Lucas. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Medu. Shoots it up. And, yep, finally drops it, rolling around the rim. Athens trails by 3. There's 57 seconds left in the first.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Fall. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
From downtown, and the 3 ball is good.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Satoransky. The tray. The three-pointer is right on target.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Parker with the steal. Osman the pass to Hernan Gomez. Satoransky covering. Satoransky grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. They lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They've got Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the 3 spot, and taken away by Brown. Papa Petro. No good on the 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Abrinas, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him.
Abrinas. 2 shots.
Good on both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Grant surveying the D. Sinks the triple. Grant's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Anderson, a screen on Brown. The three. Here's Vesely, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Vesely's got his first 2 points. Brown outside. Grant outside. Beyond the arc. Another three for Athens.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Anderson outside. There's a good screen. Puts up a deep three. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Athens trails by 3. None wide open. Another three for Athens.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Petro. A miss that time would have put him up. It's 2-on-1. Here's Laprovitola, and he lays that one in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Misses in close.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Next, the corner three.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Petro. The offensive rebound. Comes up empty down low. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Anderson outside. Takes a three. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Laprovitola. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Laprovitola's got his second bucket of the game to go. Athens trails by 10. Grant outside. To stop the run. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got 6 rebounds in the game. 1:12 left in the first half. And Anderson has it in the corner. No good from outside.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Anderson against Brown. There's the screen. Nunn looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Nunn's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Athens. Nunn's got a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Here's Abrinas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Away team foul. Laprovitola. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Athens now. They trail by 7. For 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Out of bounds, Athens takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
.16 seconds left in the first half of the game. Slukas passes to Yurtsevin. Here's the screen. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 9. Here's Abrinas. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we finished one half of basketball. Up by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for being with us. First off, you know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the visiting team.
I love their game plan.
And that's all for us.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3, the small forward. Sadaransky, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
We've got Sadaransky. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Fall in at the 5.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtseven, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward position. A three-pointer off the mark. And here comes the break. Fader on the way, drops in the tray.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
A 3. That shot missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Athens.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. 16 points for him.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. We almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. Knocked loose. They're running. The 3-ball sinks the three-pointer. He's got 19.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And there it is for him.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
The rebound by Medu.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hernan Gomez passes to Slukas. Back to Hernan Gomez. Slukas covered by Parker. 6 to shoot. Into the lane. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Pulls from the top of the key. 1:04 left to play in the third. Fires away from outside. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Athens trails by 16. Pass to Osman. Takes the three. Good on the three-point shot. Osman's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Here's Falls. Here's Medu. Launches it. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtsevin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Fall with the rebound.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Now, here's Satoransky. Releases. And that one released in time, but no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
That's a three.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Medu is out there with Fall. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky, and it's a 1 spot. Offensive rebound. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Oh, man. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Pass to Anderson. Jacks up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Here's Nunn. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Laprovitola, defended by Nunn. Laprovitola passes to Anderson. Over to the left wing. Abrinas buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Pass to Laprovitola, and here is Vesely. Down low, and Vesely slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And here's Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Three-pointer gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Vesely kicks to Abrinas. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Grant, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
To the left side wing. Here's Abrinas. Trains the three-pointer. Abrinas has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance, stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Here's Laprovitola. There's the triple. Abrinas' shot is off. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Launches from deep. The shot, no good. From deep three-point territory. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Pass to Nunn. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Anderson. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Abrinas. Fires away from way outside. He can't hit that time. None with it. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
Out there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Garuba with the bucket.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Metu, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Back to Satoransky. Fires for three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
3 points. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Azonia. Six to shoot. Here's Garuba. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Shoots a fadeaway. Metu, pass to Fall. Here's Satoransky. Fires in the triple. Satoransky's got 6.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Azonia. Parker defending. Here's the three. He buries it from 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Inside, Metu. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Musa. There's a screen. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Satoransky shot is off. Pass to Azonia. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Puts up a 3. And Azonia pulls it down. Here's Musa. Three-pointer. Azonia gets the bucket. He has 6.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Parker. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. He drops it from range.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Garuba, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouls.
Good on the bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Azonia. Over Parker. The shot by Hezonja, no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Metu. The shot from 20 feet out. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's Musa. They get it back. A shot to stop the run. Drops in the three. 7 seconds left now in the first quarter. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Here's Deck. Off with the layup. Now here's Anderson. It's Anderson on the wing. The three is up. First shot won't go. Screen by Ibaka. Fires from deep. Anderson covers. Here's Deck. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Outside, Anderson. And the three-pointer goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Deck. And the layup is good.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Drives to the hoop. Now here's Anderson. Knocks down the long J. Anderson's got 6.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. It's Anderson on the wing. That three's off the mark. Here's Deck. He's got 5. With the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Misses the 3. Launches it. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Deck's gone 1 for 3 on the night. And that one's good. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Ibaka. The 3 is up. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
with it from outside the arc. That shot off the mark. Pass to Deck. 1:24 left in the second. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Ibaka with a screen on Anderson. Back to Deck. There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Deck's got 8.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Outside, Anderson. Three-pointer. No good on the shot.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort today.
Deck inside. Anderson's there. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ibaka with a screen on Anderson.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
Nine seconds left in the first half. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Glad you could join us. Ryan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Satoransky. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in a 2-guard. Beyond the arc, sinks the tray. Satoransky's gotten his third basket of the night. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at center, filling out the middle. Hezonja gets the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Musa. There's a screen. Here's Hezonja. Parker defending. Clock at 6. And he drives in. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's Musa. Out left to the wing. For the lead. And he knocks the jumper down. He's got 5.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. There's a screen by Metu. Nice open look, but it's no good. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
There's a screen from Garuba. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Hezonja. Here's Campazzo. And the 3 off target.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Metu, pass to Fall. To the paint. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Campazzo. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Azonia. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. In transition, here they come. From downtown. Musa, no good. Fader on the way. Nails it from 3. He's got 10.
And just sinks it over the tall defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Pass to Metu. For 3. And Musa pulls it down. It's a one-on-one situation. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Give him 8 points now. Here's Garuba. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen from Garuba. Out to the right wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The visitors with the ball. Satoransky with it. 9 points in the game. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Satoransky's got 6 in the quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. That won't go. He's 5 for 12 now.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Musa. Counted from distance. He's got 11.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and
Some impressive scoring and still a quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Ibaka's shot is off.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Fires the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
At the line for 3.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. 4 on the clock. Got a piece of it. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Checking in for your home team, Hazonia.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Into the lane. That one drops for him.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like, in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, they can ding your confidence.
Let's go with a 3. No luck on that one. He drops it from range.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Hazonia. On the take. Back to Deck. From deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Hazonia driving inside. That one falls. 21 points in the game.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's a 1:59 left in the 4th quarter. No good on the triple. From downtown. That one no good. Minute 32 left in the 4th quarter here. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Down low. Here's Deck. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
There's a 1:17 left in the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Musa. To take the lead. Can't get that one to go. Now 4 for 10. Here's Vesely. That's Ibaka defending.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Vesely. Kicks it out to Anderson. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3.
Anderson.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Here's Deck. Yes!
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That might be the play of the game.
And And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Number 6.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Off the inbound pass. The putback. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtsevin. It's Lucas in at the point. Here's Osman. Buries it from three-point range.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
From outside the arc, Nunn grabs the board. First quarter of play, 1 minute played, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Musa can't hit.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Lucas. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Shoots the three. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Puts up a three.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. Just misread that pass completely.
Here's Campazzo. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Here's Nunn. From outside, off the mark. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Musa's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Osman. Hits it from three-point range. Osman's got his second bucket of the night.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
There's the screen. Here's Azania. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fires the three. And it's Osman missing. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. A nice shot by Campazzo.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Yurtsevin kicks to Hernan Gomez. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Traps in the tray.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Osman offline with his three. Pass to Musa. For the three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
They set the pick. Here's Nunn. Off target with his three. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Musa passes to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Osman. He has 6. Lucas passes to Nunn. Releases. Athens with another miss. It's tipped. Here's Azania. And he's good on the 3-ball.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Lucas. And just miss after miss right now. Pass to Garuba. Shoots. Nunn grabs the board. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lucas. It's good from long range. 6 points for him. 19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now Hazonia. From deep. It's hauled in by Athens.
It'll be a turnover. Home team foul. Substitution on the court.
Stolen. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Athens leads by just 1. And we'll be back shortly for... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on Athens?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
He can't get it to go. And for Athens, from the arc, drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Grant gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. Trailing by 2. Lets it go with the 3. No good from Grant. Fires the 3. Whoops, they pick off the pass. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown outside. They set the pick. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Athens. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Ibaka with the screen on Brown. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Grant dishes to Brown. Athens moving the ball around. From past the arc. Hands it from downtown. 6 points for him.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Beyond the arc. Some solid defense from Brown.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And the 3 ball is good. And Athens leads by 8.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
There's a good screen for 3. Deck pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. On Tuesday, then on Wednesday. .149 left here in the second. He's covered by Brown. Lets it go from deep. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Athens leading by 3.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
First personal foul. First team foul.
defended by Ibaka. There's the pick. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Great open look there.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Athens. There's the three. Jack pulls it in. Ibaka stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. From downtown, that's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Grant, that's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point territory. And so it's Athens enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
They're getting good looks from range. That's been the key.
But they also hit a bunch of contested threes, playing with great
Now let's take a moment. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Athens leading by 12. There's Lucas. The three-pointer, no good. And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin. It's Lucas in at the 1. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Number 24.
Here's Osman. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Osman kicks to Hernan Gomez. Now, here's Nunn. He's covered closely, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
It's tipped. Here's Lucas. Good on the three-point shot. 9 points in the game so far.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Athens leading by 12. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Off target from outside.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Yurtsevin with the rebound. And here is Athens now. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Deck. No scoring in this one. 17-foot shot on the way.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
The three, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. A steal. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Slukas passes to Osman. This one for 3. Sinks the triple. And Athens leads by 15.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Over to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Athens. Osman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nunn passes to Slukas. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Good on the triple. 10 points for him.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
A minute 50 left here in the 3rd quarter. And he hits the jump shot.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. Launches it from deep. No good. Athens leading by 14. Pass to Nunn. 3-pointer. And no good that time.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. 1:12 left to play here in the 3rd. The shot that time not on target.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Poke loose. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession.
The ball goes to Athens. Substitution on the court.
Athens leading by 16. .30 seconds left in the 3rd. Off target with his 3. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Athens. The tray. The shot, no good. And so it's Athens with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Hezonja, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Shot on the wing. Campazzo's shot is off.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Pick off in midair. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since. Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. They get it back. Here's Garuba, and that one is stuffed right through.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Musa can't hit. Athens leading by 12. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Offline with his 3.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Grant outside. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. 20 points for him.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
A nice shot by Garuba.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Brown dishes to Grant. Six on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. And it falls over the rim and in. And Athens leads by 14.
2 minutes remaining.
From deep 3-point territory. Oh, he made it, Doris! He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
Wow. Athens moving the ball around. Pulls it up. Again, Athens. 1:41 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Musa. Launches from deep. The rebound by Grant. Athens leading by 13. Pass to Brown. Grant outside. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Poked away. Stolen by Grant. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Campazzo. Puts up a deep 3. They get the rebound. Fires the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Five to shoot. Fires from way outside. A rebound by Hazanya.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
So it's Athens winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.